Here we go then. Team Championship final.
So we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Paul Thompson, representing Nottingham alumni, washed up 25-year-old.
And I'm Ian Williams. I'm from Cardiff, so I'm an unbiased, completely unbiased. So we'll see.
You can mention your singles victory, can't you?
Yeah, I happened to win something earlier on. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I play well, and right then. So Nottingham got the break. They decided to go for it. So here we then. It's a decent, it's a dry break, but it's a decent split. It could be bad news. The Reds look okay. In fact, I'd be tempted with Reds here. The two yellows touching each other near the bottom rail, not too nice. And I think all the Reds go, to be fair. Yeah, this could be a clearance here. Either. It's not impossible. He's gone yellows.
Yellows. Early development.
Shows what I know. Yeah, it's okay. See, he's gone yellows against what I said he would, but
he's played to develop it, but he's actually put it safe again, hasn't he, near that side cushion?
He's not gone perfect, and he's not on anything nice here either. I don't think he can see the yellow over middle, so he's going to have to play a pretty nasty one. You know, this one up to the middle probably. I know. Okay. Well, he's opened stuff up here, I think. The only thing in his favour is that yellow has sort of tied up the red up top.
It's actually in a worse position than it was before.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't quite work out the way he intended.
Yeah.
Let's introduce the two players. Got Ben Allen for Ulster and Curtis Dyer for Nottingham.
This looks good. That's a great shot.
Ah, it's a terrific shot down the rail.
Like I said, his tricky ball here is the one next to the yellow up from top.
Just players getting in each other's way, just waiting for the shot on table 36. It's another nice clean pop.
Yeah, but he's got to solve his problems, and
would you have played for that awkward red there?
Maybe
tried to double it in.
Probably, yeah. I think so. I mean, it becomes difficult now because all your reds are away from it. That's not a bad shot though. Move another yellow into a safe-ish corner.
Red comfortably passes the black into the corner as well.
Yeah. Does the red pass the yellow to middle? I don't think it does. In fact, I'm certain it doesn't.
He's left himself very awkward now.
Yeah, he's going to be bridging over and trying to play this red into the top corner. Yeah, it's not too bad. They both got the same problem, haven't they? These two they're sort of half tied up. The yellow and red together. So the problem now passes on to Ulster, obviously. You know, if he can move that yellow, then he goes favourite. But well, we'll see. He's still got that tough time. He's got that yellow near the black as well. Could be tricky. So he's probably be thinking about, you know, what I assume he's thinking about how to clear these up. So he needs probably to get on that yellow into the middle where his head is now, really.
Well, this frame's going to boil down to those two.
I think it is, yeah. If whoever gets those developed nicely is favourite for this one.
I mean, if you're Ulster here, would you use the yellow that's in the middle of the table? Just near the
We've got
centre?
two, haven't you?
Two.
Because yeah, he'll play this, I assume, now with top to get roughly where his hand is now, and he's got a chance to leave himself a half ballish on either one. If he runs too far, he'll be on the other one anyway, and he probably will then. Oh, he's run too far there though. He's almost straight the one to middle.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do it now. He's left himself too close to the cushion.
So he's going to have to pot them. To be fair, it's still on, because he'll now pot the one near the black. He'll run into the black, so the cue will be almost, it'll stay pretty much where the black is. And he'll have roughly the angle there to do something. Oh no, he's deciding to do it now. Oh, well. Oh,
Well, that couldn't have potentially gone any worse.
I don't think it. Yeah, that's a disastrous shot. Well, there you go. 2 shots. He'll play the one down the rail, will he? Well, maybe not. I'd be really tempted to play the one with ball in hand.
He clearly wants the security of the 2 shots, doesn't he?
Maybe.
I think this is just off the cushion as well, so it's not the hardest.
It is.
bubble.
No, it isn't. It's quite nice. He's left himself perfect, and it's in.
Oh, he's just hit the far jaw. This is where you were saying it was worth playing it down the rail. You had the option of ball in hand.
He did. He was. Yeah, he'd be perfect on it. If it goes over the bag, he's got basically 3 reds over a bag then to clear up, hasn't he?
Another good pot that we can rescue this situation.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he's still okay on this red.
Oh, he's played it well.
It's not bad.
He's just got to make sure he doesn't run too far now.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Around.
It's just a roll, isn't it? Get off just 2 cushions, and he's hit this quite hard though. He's
done exactly what he needed to avoid. I'm just looking at his face, and he's not on the black. He's shaking his head. He's run too far.
Yeah. Bit of adrenaline there, I think. He's hit that. He's gone for the cross double, and he's gone in off. Well, we're having some turnarounds here, and I think Ulster's have got a tricky-ish shot on the black to win the first frame on the other table. So,
that's also 1-0 up.
Yeah, the cheers you hear there. Yeah.
There's been a real couple of issues with shot selection in this frame, hasn't there? A couple of missed opportunities on either side.
Yeah, it's been a very edgy first frame, this one. But, well, I was obviously strong favourite now, isn't he? 2 shots. But I don't know what the result, the top yellow does go past the black.
It must do the way he's played
it. It is difficult to see from the camera angle, but the way he's lining up it.
He can't get his hand on the table though, he could have left himself a little bit better. Still should pot it though.
Oh, there it is.
Straight to it nicely.
Looks almost certain now that Ulster's going to go 2-0 up. He's just got a pretty straightforward yellow. And he's still got 2. Not that he's going to need them, I don't think.
I just wonder, Ulster have only had a sort of 15-20 minute break since their epic semi-final against Trent, whereas Nottingham have had a good 45 minutes to an hour off the table.
Yeah,
if that's had
stuff like that can help. Yeah, no.
They do seem to be playing just a bit smoother at the moment, Ulster.
Well, this frame has been in the balance a bit, hasn't it? Both have made pretty serious mistakes. But it's going to be Ulster that takes it. 2-0. So here's where the pressure tells. Nottingham now 2-0 down. It's only a race to 6, so these matches can quickly get away from you. These two next frames about to play are pretty crucial. If they lose both...
yeah, I was going to say the only person that's actually been involved in a final before is Tom Barrett, as part of the Nottingham team. So, you know, they'll be relying a lot on him to basically get the team up and get some frames on the board. But on this table now we've got Lawrence Shaw versus Ben McCumbridge. Lawrence from Nottingham.
Yeah, and it's Tom Barrett on the other table. So Nottingham have decided to play who I would say their strongest player. Quite late in the order, because what does that make him? Oh no, third, I guess. So he's nominated Reds. He's similar problem to the previous frame in a sense. We've got the half tied up yellows and reds, but he has got a red right next to it that you can quite easily use to nudge some. Oh well, he doesn't even entertain a clearance, so fair enough. I don't blame him. You know, it wasn't really on.
Would you have been tempted to go for it there?
Yeah, I think I would have, and the reason I think you could have left a half ball angle on this bottom red, having popped that one that he's just obviously put over the bag, and then played into the red that's sort of safe in the cluster of yellows, giving yourself the chance then to be, even though you've got red over the bag at the top, no matter where you are, within reason. Obviously you could be unlucky, but yeah, I think I'd have had a go there, with the safety of, you know, this half safe yellow. So yellows then. That's a pretty decent shot, but it's covering a bag that doesn't really affect his opponent there. But I guess it's one of those, you know, it's a tough clearance, and I don't, you know. Do you go for stuff here?
I don't think he can see the two reds that were planted to this corner, so he needs to... No,
yeah. Well, my suggestion here might be, why not play into the red that is touching the yellow, nudge the yellow onto the rail, give Nottingham two safe balls, with the safety of the one that's, like I said, half safe over over middle. I think that might be the visit. It might be a bit negative, but he's got a bit of a problem with that red touching the yellow in the middle.
Well, I mean, I think that shot you mentioned was the right one. I mean, he started the frame off quite conservatively by leaving the red over the pocket.
Yeah.
If he wants to tie Nottingham up even further, that was a great opportunity.
Oh, there we go. So he's played a very decent snooker here, but I can only imagine this is going to be a little tap on the top of the cue ball and leave him where he is, because that's the problem with this game, is playing such a good snooker as he's done here doesn't really gain you much, because like I said, he's just going to tap the top of the cue ball and give him two from where it is, because there is no chance that he can keep his two here.
Was it almost snooker for snooker's sake in a way?
A little bit, yeah. I think that you need to be more proactive when you play a snooker, in the sense you need to develop balls, move stuff around, because that's not gained him anything. The result of this now has been he's moved his red away from a back. That's, after two visits to the table now, his red's in a worse position than it was.
The first shot he played in the frame, he stuck the red over the pocket. So
yeah,
he's completely undone the
process
of his first shot.
So there you go now. The frame's opened up a bit for Nottingham here, because that yellow now, the one that's on the rail, goes cleanly down. But again, you know, the same problem occurs, but you know, with you know the safe yellow.
Has he got the angle here to cover the opposite pocket? With
He probably does. Yeah, the back double. I was
that
about
would give
to
him a
mention.
real
Yeah.
advantage. You'd take the initiative. If I don't think he's even thought of it.
I think it may be the shot, but it's also he's got to be careful here. That those two reds now are in perfect position to play some kind of cannon into that safe red in the middle of the table. And I can only imagine that's what's also going through their mind now, doing his mind, I should say. So, to update you on the other table, Barrett I think has just gone for a clearance and didn't quite get on the black.
The yellows are in absolutely perfect position.
Yeah,
as well.
this guy's good, and
an attempt there to.
I would say yeah, he's at the table now clearing the yellows, and he's I would say he's favourite now to take the frame, and take Kilson to a 3-0 lead. So now then, he's in a bit of trouble. He's put himself in a bit of trouble here.
Can he just go down?
I think it is.
And leave the yellow in the jaws of the pocket.
I think it might be a shot, but he's queuing over. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, I don't know about that. I was a bit rash in my opinion. He's certainly opened up the opportunity now for Ulster. Again, obviously the problem still exists, but I think the red may go to top pocket. It's very difficult to say from here. We'll find out soon enough. But he's certainly able to cannonade off either one of the reds, really.
Yes.
He's no interest.
It's quite a negative shot. Would you have entertained the idea of the two reds that he was closest to there, playing those two in order to get rid of it, so that the yellow's not blocking that?
Yeah, no, no. That's a very good shout. Yeah, and he was just off straight. He could have rolled the one over middle, play the red back into the opposite pocket. So what's happened there then?
Over on 36, Ulster have got a black, relatively simple into the corner pocket for 3-0.
And in it goes.
And it's there.
So that's 3-0 Ulster.
The longer this goes on, the more significant this frame's going to become, and the more important that red and yellow in the middle of the table become.
Right, now, he's tried to nudge the reds, I think, towards the yellow, but, I mean, the shot here is to immediately get that red back away. He's got the back double. I think I would be rolling the back double in here, and leaving yourself on the red to middle.
Yeah, he's just that well.
A corner, yeah.
I can't tell if he's under hit that or over hit that, but it's...
Yeah,
if he did want to play the red closest to the cue ball, he's not quite on it nicely.
No, but it looks like it's simple enough. It is simple enough, and he should be okay. I just wonder what his plan is for the red that's safe in the middle. Oh, he's missed one. Right then, that could be a bit of a turnaround in this frame, because...
I mean, was he attempting the cannon there? Because he could have just dropped that in and maybe use the red over the pocket to cannon into it, because the cue ball's travelling a further distance there.
Yeah, I think he was just a bit thin on it, and he just wanted to... So yeah, now the red does not pass the yellow over the bag. It's actually got some problems. So
He didn't want that to drop.
no, he didn't. He was just trying to nestle that in. But again, I can't say I agree with the shot. It's a little bit negative here at the moment. Both players, neither one wants to take the responsibility of trying to, develop the pair in the middle there.
Using the opportunity to free up the yellow on the side cushion.
And he's forced Ulster here to play the red that is, holding his yellow safe. So
quite a clever shot, that.
Yeah. No, the result has been pretty good because the red doesn't go. The red doesn't go, but he's forced to move it now. Well, I say that. Sorry, I didn't. There's a red on the bag here, isn't there? If he does insist on not moving it, then he could play the red in the top corner. And if he's feeling really confident, maybe screw back, try and get down the line somewhere towards near the middle bag, and maybe play the thin red over the other corner. Yeah, that's what he's deciding to do, and he's probably screwing back. So, he's in trouble here. I think he's total snookered, yeah. So, yeah, he's in a bit of trouble now.
He just didn't get into that at all, did he?
No. He almost sort of stunned it across, didn't he? So he'll just try and hit a red. Oh, there we go.
Oh, well.
Right then, so 2 shots have been given. He's still got a little bit of a problem with that yellow and the red. But yeah.
He's also got a little bit of insurance now, knowing that one of the reds has actually run safe as well.
He has, yeah. He doesn't have a huge amount of pressure. So I reckon I'd be cutting the yellow down the rail here, onto the one over the bag. It develops your safe yellow and...
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's a horrible visit. He may be total snookered here. Yeah, you can't be making these kind of mistakes in a team final if you're hoping to win it. That is a huge error. A very good chance to win the frame there, and he
needed to keep the 2 shots in hand there for as long as possible.
Well, I just don't understand why try and nudge it from such a distance when he was
not guaranteed.
He used the yellows to get yourself closer to the yellow you need to develop.
He's judged that quite well.
Yeah, he's played.
Would you entertain the idea of the 3-ball plan here?
He may be total snookered.
Oh, we can't see. Oh, well,
it is.
Could see the yellow, but
it is a total snooker. So, well, he's just going to try now, and his shot here is to try and judge off the cushion, pop the yellow over the bag, and then maybe tuck up behind the one he'll be closest to. That's a pretty good shot now.
Yeah, he's played that well.
He's played that very well. So now, I think the yellow is far enough away from the cushion that he can just nudge the yellow and then rest the cue ball behind. Again, though, these are the kind of safeties that he's just going to roll you up.
He's not happy. He's
completely
grimaced there because he knows he's not played that very well.
He's smashed that a bit. He hit that a bit hard. So I don't know. Can he see the one? He's queuing down as if. He could, and he's on this quite nice. He's on this very nice. That's a very, very good shot. Yeah. To finish that nice is brilliant. I think he can just roll this red in now and roll the back to middle. I think he's playing it a bit more positive with. Oh.
Well, if he wants to leave it in any place to make it missable, that was the place.
Yeah, this is a tricky one now, but it's a shot, and he, you know, even if he misses it, Nottingham haven't got a nice counter clearance.
Will he play it into the corner near all the yellows and play it at such a pace as if he misses it?
I think he does. Yeah, you play this into the corner where the yellows are. Well, maybe he can't deadly. Or.
Well, he went up full out for the pot, completely committed to that. But
yeah, I think
at a slower pace, give it every chance to go in.
Yeah, on such nice tables as well in this venue and this event, they don't roll off. They're so good. Yeah, so I'm with you. Yeah, we probably should have been rolling that, but maybe there was an in off.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it's very good, but a problem now then. What does he do with the yellow closer to the rail?
There is no margin for error here because the black is in.
There's a couple of options. I cannot agree with this shot. Oh, he's screwed back.
I think he's got the snooker.
Yeah, he's played that pretty well.
That's a fantastic shot. That percentage shot was the yellow.
I still, you know, he's played that well and he's got a good result, but that was fraught with danger and yeah. I don't know. I couldn't have been queuing over and playing that shot, I'm afraid. But like, yeah, no, he's played it well. Probably moves himself strong favour in this frame now because this guy probably's got to hit this hard and hope for a fluke here because.
That seemed to me to be a relatively easy hit.
It was, yeah. Again, right then, Nottingham strong favourites now to get their first frame on the board here because he's got two shots. Oh, he's finished is he? No. It's okay, he has two here if he...
Yeah, he's got two.
Just be just careful. If he doesn't fancy it, he should just roll this, just bounce it on and off the cushion. Like that.
Is it too hard?
No, he's perfect.
Do you know what? For a second there, I did that too hard.
No, that's not good.
That frame could potentially be a turning point.
Yes.
It's so long looking like 4-0, and now 3-1, it's a whole different story.
Indeed.
So up next on the table we've got Ben Allen, who was in the first frame, and Tom Barrett.
So the cheers you're hearing is, I'm pretty sure, it's the women's final, and Lancaster beat whoever they were playing, their opponents, Durham 4-0 in that match. So that's well played to Lancaster women. Congratulations to them. So it's Tom Barrett up here now.
It's been an edgy final so far, hasn't it? From the frames we've seen, it's been.
Yeah, it's not been super high quality, but sometimes you get that in a tense final like this. You know, yeah, there's been plenty of mistakes from both sides, and so far we've seen Ulster have had the better of it. But yeah, certainly that last frame was, like you said, looking favourite for Ulster for a long time, and then a couple of good shots from.
It was the snooker that won it, wasn't it? The great snooker that he played. It was, like you say, it was fraught with danger, but he pulled it off.
He pulled it off, and so a dry break.
How has that red stayed on the table?
So Tom, he'll almost certainly got reds here. Almost certainly, as he's playing reds. You leave that red over the bag until late in its clearance, if you can, because it's just a safety red. It stops a couple of yellows going, and
He did just flick that yellow into play though, didn't he? Just made it a little bit easier.
Yeah, he's also sort of snookered himself on the red into centre, which is probably the one he wanted to play. So I don't know, will he play the plant, or will he try and play a possibly
play the plant, yeah.
possibly a double here to cover the this other corner? Yeah, there you go. See, he's not played it hard enough, but he played a double there to cover the corner.
He played it in such a way as well that he wasn't going to leave anything if...
No, he was right, and I think yeah, like I said, another thought was to try and develop his red in that little cluster, and I think he's done that. I think that red now goes to middle. So that was a very decent shot.
This yellow, can that squeeze through that gap between the yellow and the red here? I don't think it can.
It's close. Yeah, it's difficult to say in these camera angles sometimes. I think he did.
These middle pockets, so
yeah, you can't.
Got to play it a little bit softer than that.
Yeah, and you can't hit them on the far jaw. They do not go in if you hit that far jaw. Just bobble out. Okay. So nudged is red. That is not bad at all, because I tell you what, I think that now forms a 3-ball plant, and it's in such a way that if he hits the first red, the yellow moves out of the way and leaves his red just sitting over middle. He pots, obviously, they're set so they're not in a line, so his yellow will be... So I tell you what, this guy needs to be careful here, because he leaves the red on, it could be his last shot.
Absolutely. I think the red that's just at the bottom of the pitch, I think that does go into the middle as well, so that's not safe by any means.
Oh.
Well, we might find out now.
We're about to find out.
We might fall into the corner.
It's so close to this that we can't do much with the cue ball at all. No.
If you were pitching over here, would you take the opportunity to maybe roll this yellow that's...
Yeah, yellow's on a huge disadvantage yet, and I don't mind this shot. I think he's going to try and play the yellow onto the red over the bag, and as a deliberate foul. And I don't mind that at all, because he was behind in this frame, and now he's got, you know, he's asked the question to Barrett essentially. So Barrett's moved his red out immediately, and it's gone a bit nasty. But like I said, that I'm certain the 3-ball plant to middle is still on. So he's quite nice on this one, so he can stun up. And I think he'd probably play the plant next, but we'll see. It depends if he has the same opinion as me, whether it's on or not.
He's not really looked at it, has he?
No, he's not entertained it but maybe, yeah, we'll find out. Okay, fair enough. So he didn't even entertain the clearance. So he's just nudged his red over the bag in front of a yellow.
He's judged that really well. It's twisting and turning, isn't it? This frame, the advantage.
Yeah.
Over on the other table, I think there's just 3 balls left. Ulster in play. Oh, hang on, there's 5 balls left.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. Now then, I can only imagine, see, that if Barrett didn't take it out before, he's not going to want to take it out now. So I don't understand this now.
Did you play the one on the rail just along?
Well, I don't understand why play it now, but didn't play it earlier. Okay, maybe he was a bit worried about trying to get position on this red, and maybe that's what bothered him. The angle on the red he had before wasn't good enough. It could have been that.
He's just looked at that plant as well. I think he knows it's a plant.
Oh,
we might have got a bit lucky here.
He hasn't. That red is not covering the bag. Yeah, but also got a problem because I think that yellow is it's touching the red so directly that he can't even cannon it, because he'll pop the red over middle.
He'll need to come on from a different angle, won't he?
Yeah, he will. He'll have to make sure. Yeah, so so he's just tried to play something containing there. I think he may have got total. Oh, he may not, because Barrett is getting down pretty quick, so... Oh, he tried to play that cushion first to get the angle to come round.
The red was just enough away from the cushion to make that missable.
Yeah, and he just rattled it. So like I said, also, they've got a problem here, because it's very difficult to move the yellows that he's got, and they're so nice for Nottingham, because, like I said, because of the plant. And I don't think Barrett will move it until he can play the plant.
I don't think you can see the red actually in the far end of the table. So
in that case,
he'll be forced to disturb this now.
Can he hit the red? If you can hit the furthest red out in that little cluster, and if you can hit that quite thick half ball, for example, the red will go up over the corner and pot the one over the middle. This is a decent check. So he's undecided at the moment. I think he's play. So he's played as if he was snookered. Oh, that's a disaster.
His only saving grace with that shot is that he's covered where he's just pointing his cue now. He's covered that yellow into that pocket to give him a bit more insurance. But
it is. Yeah, he has. You're right. But there's a chance here now. You can play this and straight into those little cluster. Got to be careful though. I'm telling you that if he catches it, you can catch that in such a way.
It's quite a big target that as well, wasn't it?
It was, but I still think that plant is so on that any cannon could mean that red send that red into middle. So like you said, you've got to come out that cannon in a different way, such that you definitely do not hit the red towards the corner, the middle bag. Sorry. Right. Well, so now he's lost his two shots. Many twists and turns in these frames, aren't there?
Well,
because now I make Barrett favourite again, because he's still at the table, but he rolls this in, rolls the yellow over the bag. No, he didn't. Right then, Tom. We'll see now what he decides, because yeah, he's just worried, I think, at the moment that it's obviously, it's a sort of cannon in a sense, and he doesn't really know where the balls are going. Oh, he doesn't want to move them. Oh,
he doesn't want that to drop.
Okay, so he's
his reluctance to disturb that cluster is now meaning he's.
Well, yeah, but
is he going to play the double here?
I think he is. We'll see if he makes contact. Risky. What he doesn't want to do here is to hit the yellow, because I still think the red will be sent in, and that'll be frame over, because you give him two shots on an open table then. But I think if he catches red here, he could pot a red. He could pop that red over middle, we'll see. So it's been the talking point of this frame, this little plan. We're about to find out what happens. So he's missed it altogether. So in a way, that's not so bad, because, like I said, the problem still exists for Ulster here now. So Nottingham now, I've got a black. It's not a nice one. It's a very nasty half ball pot into middle. But Nottingham have got a black. And
he's got it.
In.
That is a fantastic pot from Cigar on the other table.
Yeah, like you said, that could have been a turning point when they won that frame to go 3-1. It's now 3-2, and this frame is still very much in the balance. So I think he's playing this such a way. Yeah, told you.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew it, didn't we, from the beginning of the frame?
It was there from the start of the frame, and I think the plant was so on that it was unavoidable.
Do you think he even looked at it? I'm not sure that he did.
Well, I think he tried to play it in such a way where he was nudging the red. So Barrett is not too bad, but
I think does the black go into the same pocket that he's playing this red in?
He certainly cannot get on it.
If
nice.
So, I think it's a. He's tried to develop him, it clearly didn't go.
It's unfortunate a little bit. Well,
obviously the more pace you put on it, the more miserable it is.
yeah, it is, and he didn't hit the centre of the bag, which means it's why it's spun its way around the pocket. So
this is a great opportunity. I know you've got the yellow tight on that cushion, but they're all in
relatively
close proximity. That
you're spot on, and the red is in such a position you could play. I mean, I'd almost be tempted to play the one across the rail now, because you've got the one over the bag, so you can roll it dead weight then, and I don't think you'll be leaving the red on anyway. I think you'll be tucking up in behind the other yellow or near. So I think this is the shot now, and if this goes in, he's strong. Oh, didn't even entertain it. Maybe I'm too aggressive.
You're not the singles champion for nothing. I'm listening to what you say.
Yeah,
I just feel like the initiative's not really being taken. Which is why it's 3-2. You know what I mean? Almost. It's
and this is going to go to the wire if no one wants to step up and Whenever you play a safety like this, you're asking to be put in trouble.
That was a fantastic shot. And he's actually put himself in trouble because he's now freed up the red. By playing that snooker, he's forced Tom to hit the red, and he's brought it into open play.
Yeah, and now he's got to take off on a long. That's what I mean. I don't understand the logic sometimes, because this is much more difficult than the one he had across the rail. It's a very good shot.
That's an excellent pot, actually, yeah.
Very good shot, and it's in. And he now goes favourite for the frame. Is it this hard? I think he's still okay.
He's overhit it slightly, but he'll be fine. He's got to make sure he doesn't get that burst of adrenaline that he's going to leave himself.
The other thing now is, because he's so thin on this, I don't think even dead weight he leave the yellow very nice to middle, so it may be worth here screwing and going on two cushions to try and leave the other yellow into the same corner. So he's just right to roll, and this is what I told you, it was very thin.
He's got the double. He's got the angle for the double.
Yeah.
Or he could.
To be fair, he could have hit that softer, and he would have. He did hit that quite hard. But anyway, he's got a shot at a double here. He could play this if he really feels like it in such a way. If he screws back just half an inch or so, that he'll be behind the black with it up to the corner bag if it goes in, and safe if it doesn't.
Well.
So there you go, he's played the safety. The only thing here though is, it's a good shot, it's a very good shot, but his yellow is not over a bag, so if Tom hits this red, and all he's got to do is hit it.
I'd be tempted to hit this a little bit harder, because you don't want to leave yourself foul snookered potentially as well. If he leaves the wire near the centre of the table, there's always that possibility.
No, you are spot on, right, yeah. But if Barrett makes contact with this red, Ulster in a bit of trouble. But the fact that he's going off two cushions suggests that he's so tight. He's so tight to the black here that he can't do the one cushion. So all he needs to do is hit this. If he makes contact, Ulster are in trouble. And he hasn't, so that's 2 shots. So he's got 2 shots from here now, so play this as if you were potting it. Dead, but slow enough. Oh, there you go.
He's judged that well.
No, he's played it well. He's played that just as well. So, yeah, he's a bit too thin, so you should play this maybe half ball. Just a sort of a roll pace to try and leave the black to the corner, yeah. Try and get your cue ball roughly near the middle pocket.
Over on the other table, there's a black to middle for Ulster.
Having said that,
too.
There you go. He's hit that a bit hard, and it's going to be a bit tricky now.
He could not have left that in a worse position.
Yep. If he's going to have to cue over the red, this is very missable.
I think he put some unnecessary side on there as well. Oh, don't tell me. Oh my word.
Right then.
Nearly fluked the black.
He did. He did.
Tom's just coming to have a look to see if that red passes the black. Does so quite comfortably.
I think this is one of those you just have to go for it. I don't think there's... I mean, you could try and maybe play the cue ball tight to this top rail and not leave the pot on. Maybe that is a shot if he plays this. If he like half plays the pot, I think Barrett might just go for this, and if he goes in, he goes in.
Oh, that's a terrific shot!
That's a
that
fantastic,
is a terrific shot.
Fantastic shot from Barrett. And it's got a tough black, but that's a very, very good shot. Deserves to win any frame.
Amazing frame! See, this is what I was saying about taking the initiative. He's gone for it, he's developed the black, and he's played 2 fantastic pots, and a deserved frame 1. That's what Nottingham needed to do, and they deservedly levelled.
Yeah, no, very well played, Barrett. And now it's got turned back, so it's 3-all now. Yeah, very, very, very good pots there from Barrett. But I think he was backed into a corner in a sense. I don't think he had much else on. He had as we saw, he had quite a decent pot of the red, and he just went for it, and right in the heart of the bag, fair play. And then he had a pretty decent black to follow it. So just to update you then on table 36, we've got Nottingham at the table, and there is 5. So he's yellows with 4 yellows or 5 yellows remaining. And he's just played a snooker. So
that's a really tough one to hit as well.
So Ulster are snookered here, and they've only got the black remaining. So
I presume the middle pocket is covering the angle as well. I don't think he can easily come off one cushion, can he?
I don't know. We'll just watch this for a few seconds, because this could be if he misses this with 2 shots, you know, this is a decent chance of the clearance for Nottingham then. So he hit the black. So there's no 2 shots.
Yeah, he did. Right, okay. Back onto this table, we've got Glenn Weaver versus Matt Sellers. Glenn from Nottingham, Matt from Ulster. Not the best split in the world.
No, they have gone a little bit tight.
Another dry break. Not many balls potted from breaks on this table in the final.
No, not yet. There we go. Oh, Nottingham have missed one, so Ulster going to have a pretty decent shot at a frame here. It's not a straightforward black by any means, but it is. He's got his hand on the table. It's one you expect people expect to get. So listen out for some cheers in a few seconds. A good pot on the black gives Ulster a frame. Stop the rot. Takes them 2 away from victory.
Important frame that, because they, like you said, they were on a bit of a bad spell. We've still yet to see a ball potted in this frame.
Yeah, so there's just been a few tip taps. So obviously no one has got a colour yet because yeah, no ball's been potted. So still open table. So now they're going to take the yellows. Yeah. Yeah, so there's no real clearance on here. You might as well get rid of these 2 yellows up the top. They're not nice, so I think I'd be going for the other one first myself.
Is he looking to cover this pocket with a double?
Yeah.
If so, it's not quite well. Actually, he's played it well.
It's perfect in a sense that he's covering the bag comfortably and. He decided to play the deliberate foul there, and he's left the cue ball behind the yellows. So that's not too bad at all. Depends how aggressive you feel there, really, because there is a shot on that if he plays this yellow into the other 2 yellows that are safe, so such that he hits, the first yellow half ball, he could develop all his yellows here. It just depends whether there's a plant on, i.e. there could be a plant to middle or a long plant to the corner. But like I said, it depends how aggressive you want, and he may be playing it. No. So he's developed one of them. He's still got one more that doesn't really go.
He has got a pot on into the middle pocket, but what benefit that's going to be to him, I'm very uncertain.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking at now.
So he gets the pot, but now what? So yeah, it depends how much he can see. So again,
I don't know if the awkward one is potable.
I think it might be. But if he's quite, so maybe it is one you leave until. Sometimes very difficult to see on these camera angles, and where I'm sat.
I don't think it goes,
My position. It's okay. It's turned out alright. He's put the yellow. It's over a middle bag, and it's in a very nice position. That if he leaves it till last, he can use that to guarantee position on the black. So what do you do if you're reds? It depends a lot whether this yellow goes.
Would you be tempted just to release this red that he's closest to now? You've still got a yellow
force
save.
his opponent to.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, he's played a nice shot there.
He's made that pretty decent. I think he could be total here. Yeah.
Referee's just coming to have a look to see if it is a total snooker.
So it's clearly close. It's taken a few seconds. So
it's very, very close.
The point is here that regardless of what the call is, he is practically snookered, isn't he? So he's not going to be playing directly. you would think. So maybe he is. Maybe he can see more of something then. So he hits the black. So he hits the black and gives away 2 shots. That could be crucial because, or what's worse, he also potted his own yellow. So he's effectively developed his opponent's red there. So now then, I played this guy in the semi-final, so he is very, very aggressive, and I fancy him to try and take these out now.
He's got a couple of easy starters as well.
Yeah, so I think Matt will try and take these out with 2 shots from here. So he's going to just tippy tap this one, get himself the first visit. Right then, he's landed a bit straight on it, so it restricts what you can do really in terms of position. But he should be okay. He's got plenty of reds to play for.
Again, you'd want any angle, wouldn't you? I suppose straight is probably the worst place you can finish.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I say he played it with reverse side as well to just create a little bit more.
Right on top of it.
That's what I mean. Problems occur when you don't quite get correct on a ball. So it's the end of his clearance. That's for certain. Just fine.
Glenn's choking his cue. He's fortunate to be potentially back in so quickly.
Yeah, he is. So we'll see now what he says to play. If he's touching ball, he can play away from this now and hit the yellow.
He's
not touching.
No, he's just not touching.
Right, okay.
Makes it a little bit tricky, doesn't it?
It does. I was about to say, if he was touching, he may be able to play directly into a yellow. Because he's touching, he's deemed to have hit his red. He could have just put the yellow safe. But now he's not. Then maybe he'll still try and do it. But obviously having to hit the red first now. He's got to watch he doesn't go off here though. Oh, pot the yellow. It's not a disaster that, because both the yellows and the black are not in a favourable position to clear up here. So he's got his work cut out here with 2 shots. So
the only issue with that shot is that he's kept the yellow safe, also brought out his opponent's red into open play.
He has. He's in a bit of trouble here because this now has to be something special. He needs to, no, he's just going to roll this over the bag, is he?
Oh, he's judged that to perfection. That is an excellent shot from Glenn.
That was a very, very good shot. He's covered the bag properly as well, so there's no chance of a red sneaking past this one. So no, that's a very good shot. He's back in the frame. Yeah, there's a bit of pressure here on Matt. He'll probably want to try and clear up, but he's got very little he can do with this red. So he may bump it out now and just hope that his opponent can't. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. I think it is total.
It is a total.
So yeah, okay, so it's a decent shot. He needs to hit this if he's going to play, yeah. Which he hasn't. Okay then, so Matt has got what he wanted. He wanted 2 shots, so he can move that red out. So it's about now clearing up and getting to a position where he nudges that red out. He may fancy doing it quite early. Yeah, he may even. I think he's doing it straight away. The reason for that is he just gives you more options to land on other reds. Perfect. And he may even play And he didn't. Oh, it's not a very good shot. I think he's okay though. I think he can see the reds to middle. But he does have the
closer
option
to the centre of the table, yeah, he can see that into the middle pocket.
But he does have the option here to just bump this red, onto the rail and leave him snookered again.
I think that's the shot. I mean, he's done what he's wanted. He's brought the red out into open play.
Yeah.
Good snooker now, and he's his favourite.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd have wanted to clear up there, so it wasn't a very good shot to leave himself so out of position. So right, so Ulster have got a single colour and a black left. The colour's over the middle, so he should pot this comfortably. He has a tricky black now, just down the rail. It's about an inch away from the rail, and it's about halfway up the rail. So it's tricky. These are missable, but and he has missed it.
He's missed it.
Oh no, he had two. He had
two shots.
He had two shots. So he rolled it over the bag and then potted it.
Yep.
So well played.
Played that well.
That is 5-3. So Ulster at least guaranteed themselves a draw in this first, the first proper session of the match, as it were. And Matt here has got a very decent chance at a clearance. I think he may be perfect on his last tricky one, really. This straight one to middle now. This is his last of his tricky ones, really. Now that that's gone in, there's nothing too difficult left, is there?
You couldn't ask for a better chance to win the championship, could you?
Not really, no. These are nice now. Because if he just runs this through, plays the red in top, yeah, then the red to middle, red over the corner, and then the black to... Maybe the black is a bit tricky to play to middle, but it depends how he feels. Does he want to... I think I would be playing it to middle. I think it's difficult to say.
It's important. You just got to get directly behind it, though, don't you? You can't be leaving yourself any sort of angle on that black into the middle.
So he's got three of these balls then to win the team championship. He's played that pretty positively to get himself out into mid-table. So he's made the red unmissable, but it's still position is key here. Will he roll it dead weight, or will he try and bounce on and off to play the black into the same pocket? Like I say, it's very difficult for me to say which one I'd play, because it's on that edge between, the black is definitely going to be tricky to middle, but if the position is straightforward, he's just going to roll this in if he is to say, yeah. It's okay.
Yeah,
he's pretty straight on it, and it's a black to middle. He'll fancy this for the team championship.
Got it.
Congratulations to Ulster. They beat Nottingham 6 frames to 3. Very, very well played.